Hello my friends and welcome back. In this video we'll learn about Android data binding library. We used before the findViewById method in all of our applications. This method will find the first descendant view with the given ID. Every time we use findViewById method to get the reference to the view, Android system must go through the view hierarchy and find it at runtime. The first issue is, what about large applications with hundreds of views and layouts? Modern mobiles nowadays have a refresh rate 60 Hz per 1 second. So Android system will create our layout with all its views every 16.667 milliseconds for a refresh rate 60 Hz. The second issue, what about mobiles with 90 Hz, 120 Hz, 144 Hz and more? So Android system will create our layout with all its views with less time, and this could lead to memory leaks and missing views. The solution is to use the data binding library. Android Jetpack is a set of libraries designed to help developers follow best practices and create code quickly and simply. The data binding library is one of these libraries. So the data binding library is a support library that allows you to bind UI components in your layout to data sources in your app using a declarative format rather than programmatically. Data binding is the process of integrating views in an XML layout with data objects. The data binding library is responsible for generating the classes required for this procedure. Using data binding, a binding object will be created. This is the step how the data binding library works. Using the data binding, a binding object will be created that contains a reference to each view of a layout. So the Android system will not go and search the views by their IDs again and again. It will go to this data binding object and get the reference to each view of the layout. Data binding is the process of integrating views in an XML layout with data objects. The data binding library is responsible for generating the classes required for this procedure. Why we use the data binding in our application? You can reduce findViewById calls and enhance your app's performance, helps get rid of memory leaks or null pointer exceptions, uses a declarative layout which is more adaptable, supercharges developer productivity by writing error-free, shorter, simpler to understand and more maintainable code. Data and views are separated from each other. The compiler verifies types during compile time and displays errors when you attempt to assign the incorrect type to a variable thanks to type safety. In most cases, the default class name corresponds to the name of the layout file followed by the binding postfix. For example, if we have the main activity.xml file or activity_main.xml file, this is the name of the layout for the main activity. Using that, Android data binding library will create a binding object with the name of activity, capital A. We remove the underscore, main with M capital, and the binding postfix. So when you see binding keyword in the object naming, this will refer for the data binding library. So if you use layout tag in the activity_main layout, the data binding library will create a binding object with the name called activity_main_binding. Let's jump into Android Studio and learn about data binding with a quick example.